Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. We're just in our yard at the moment in Leyland, Hertz Plant Yard, and I have just noticed that the snap-on man, Pete Jepson, has just pulled in the yard. So if you remember on the last one, or the one before, I can't remember now, we broke the 1/2 inch drive bar. So let's go and see if he's got a new end for it, and check out his van whilst we're doing it. Let's have a nosy. Pete Jepson. Proper van this, let's take a look. Hey lad.
That's it.
How are you, bub?
I'm alright, love. What can you do for?
Snap me bear, well snap the end on me bar. Have you got any in?
You're a savage, aren't you?
You got any in, son?
Yeah.
Yeah? You got some? Sweet. You see, this is the best thing about snap-on, yeah? Well, everything's warranted anyway, innit?
I never argue with anybody over warranties.
But this man is the snap-on dealers, and then there's Pete, you know what I'm saying? So all he's going to do now here is change the end on the bar. So really these 1/2 inch bars, you only really want to be putting it onto like a 16mm bolt really, which is a 24mm head. If you're going any bigger than a 24mm head, then you want to be upping the size to a 3/4 drive bar. You know, people will have scaffy bars on these and snap them every time, won't they, Pete?
Oh, they brutalise them. They absolutely brutalise them.
But have you had a look at the stock director? I'm just trying to think now if we actually need anything. Let's just see how quick you can change that, eh?
What is it, like a F1 pit stop?
Do you feel under pressure, Pete? You're on camera here, son.
No, not really.
No?
I'll tell you what, I'll give you a spur, so next time it breaks, if you're on site, you can
What a man. What a guy.
sort it out yourself.
Well, you're showing everyone the process here, Pete.
You've been down in the dirt with this, haven't you?
Oh, always. Plant fitter, son. Plant fitter.
Right, here we go.
Come on, lad. Are we putting you under pressure?
Nah, no pressure.
What have we got on for WELDERFABBER today?
What do you need?
Well, I want some socks for starters. Oh, he's got some socks.
It's nearly 50 pairs on the back.
He's got some socks.
It's nearly 50 pairs.
Now listen, if you plant fitters out there have never had these socks, yeah, this is all I ever wear. Ever. B12 boots, mainly. And snap-on socks, so we'll have 10 pairs of them. Is that the bar done?
Done. Like I say, you've got a spur there. Do you know, sometimes these break off, you've got a little bit sticking out, you can just grab it in a vice and give that bit there a bit of a clump with a soft blow, and it'll pull out, and then you don't need to dismantle it. But that's broke off like virtually inside, so get it out, knock it out from the back.
So I've got my spur and I've got my bar sorted.
And you've got a spur there.
And I want some socks. Alright, so I'll just...
what are you having, 10?
10, well it depends what kind of money they are.
What we on, what you want to pay for? 6 for 10?
Yeah, but what I'll pay my account off though, that's mum.
Oh really?
Alright, so we'll not mention figures, director. Camera off. Camera off. Right, so that's what you call a top snap-on dealer, yeah? So we've just got, when you're a WELDERFABBER here, you get a free out and 10 pairs of socks, you know what I'm saying? Right, director, let's get into the workshop. Alright, so at the moment we've got a little dozer, a little case dozer on site without a laser pole. So I've just got one of the lads this morning to make us, oh it's there actually, make us a laser pole. So when you do fit laser poles to dozer blades, yeah, we always mount them on rubber. So a little bit of rubber, and then bolt it down to the blade itself. Should have a bit of paint on it really, but it'll be right. Let's just see where our Cal's up to. Right, Cal, we're going to bang that in your van. We'll probably do that this weekend, yeah? Right, yeah. And then we'll re-kit Luke's van out. So I don't know if some of you guys know, but we have a new starter starting on Monday. and we're just in the process a minute cleaning his van out. This is all the gear that's come out of his van, and we're going to re-kit it out for him, or should I say I'll let him kit his own van out, because that's how I like to do it with my own fitters. They kit their own vans out, obviously I'll give them a lift, but that'll go in Callum's van now. That proper good gen set. You've just done the pole for me, haven't you? So this is that little forklift bracket from Glass and Dock, if you remember. So what I've had Carl do, it snap, can you see? I have a new piece of structural tube coming in today. So that's like a 70mm with an 8mm wall. We'll slide it onto a bar. The bar will go in here. Have you got that off? Oh, it's there. Right, so it'll slide onto that bar. Callum's just making two little new locks that'll lock onto the fork. So when the forklift drives in here, you'll turn two like handles, if you will, and that'll lock onto the forks. Right, I've got to go out, Cal. You box that off. I also want you to make me a wing for a D6N dozer blade, yeah? So here's a template. Right, so on a dozer, so say that this is your blade, right? So that's your dozer blade, yeah, and it's shaped like that, innit? So what we do, we put wings on them, which is like, for example, like that. It's just an edge that comes out like that, which is that bit there, right? So this cal is for the right-hand side if you're looking at the blade from the front. So it'll be on that angle, yeah. So I want it out of 25mm plate, 25mm edge on that angle. Are you with me? Yeah. So when you're cutting it with the gas, don't cut it straight. Cut it on an angle like that. But remember, because obviously they're opposite hand, and that's the top. It's marked top, right? Because there will be a shape to that blade, yeah. If you cut it wrong hand, it won't. And I might actually send you to site to weld that on. It's up at Barnard Castle. Yeah. So once you've done that, get that done. So just a quick one on this gen set, yeah. I have got 3 gen sets in vans. This is the 4th, but this is the biggest one of the 4. I actually run a Shindauer out of my van. That's a 7.2 kVA set, 300 amp. We do have a separate feeder for it, a suitcase feeder there, right? So that'll run probably about 270 amps that, whereas you'll get 300 amps out of the stick if you're running a stick, yeah. It can also run the Warrior inverter. Now then, I run this little Warrior in my van all the time, and they are a brilliant little set for gas or gasless wire. Yeah, you can run both on them. But yeah, so we might actually put that in your van over this weekend. We're going to have to make a lot of things out of aluminium just to keep the weight down, because I think it's about 350 kilos this. I'm not sure on the weight. Yeah, 345 kilos. So Carl's only running a 3.5 ton van at the moment. So we'll have to drop some stuff out of his van. There is steel shelving and other steel stuff in there that will change to aluminium to drop the weight so we can fit this in. We keep all the vans underweight. Mine's running at 3.7. So we'll once we've done it this weekend, we'll put it on the weighbridge. 4.7 should I say, mine's running. Alright, so this is a wing template, I call them wings, on the edges of blades, yeah? So that'll go on the side of a blade. You'll have one on that side and one on that side. Yeah, so when you do the cut, this is an HB 500 20mm edge here. Right, so I'm just showing Cal now. So that's the top. Yep. Yeah, you can do it the wrong hand. That's the top, yeah? You don't cut it straight, you'll cut it on an angle like that. Right, so you want to be cutting like that, yeah, all the way around, yeah? And then when you get to sight, that'll fit perfectly to the blade, so that you won't have a big gap to fill in with a welder. Are you with me? So mark it like that, yeah? Yep. Then cut it like that with the gas. Want it, nice cut. Preheat it first, yeah, before you cut it. So the more heat that you put into it, the easier it is to cut, obviously. The hotter it is, it's like cutting through butter. So this is going to go on a dozer on a job in Bolton, which isn't far from here. It's about 25 minutes away. And I think they have got quite a bit of plant on hire offers at the moment, to be honest. A company called John Wade Group. So they do hire quite a bit of tack offers, so we might get the drone up on this one, director. Depending on the weather. So do you know I'm learning Cal how to weld? I think I need to learn him how to paint. Alright, so we've just landed in Bolton now. This is John Wade from Wade Group. These guys are doing a bit of demo on here. They've just demoed a school, and they're taking a load of topsoil off this field here to make a temporary school. So we've got a few of our machines on here. We've got an hydreamer over there and a couple of Wackenoosen dumpers. John has got a lot of his own gear. Like, how many machines have you got, John?
About 6-7 pieces.
6-7 excavators?
Yeah.
Yeah. So really we need that dozer in a minute to put a pole on it. So I presume you just want it for levelling this ground out, do you?
We're going to trim it all up with a dozer, set some levels, set out for some services, dig the services in, and then use the dozer to grade out the stones and geocell.
So we have got a J40, is it a 40 or 45 down there?
45.
J45 down there crushing that we'll show you in a minute. And I presume all that crush will be coming up here.
Yeah.
And be rolled on here, yeah?
Yeah. That's right.
Right, Sam, can we get that dozer over here?
Yeah.
Is it alright for us to check it over here and put that pole on?
Absolutely.
Right, Sam, let's just have a look at the 45 working down here. This is quite a new 45 that we've got. So that's quite handy demoing the old school to put down to as a base for the new.
Yeah.
Well, new temporary school, should we say?
It's all about speed, this project, to get the kids back in as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's going to be a lot quicker crushing all this material. Obviously, it's better for the environment rather than trucking all the hardcore in and trucking all the soil off. We're keeping all the materials on site and we're reusing as much as we can.
Yeah. So these drive, that's our driver, they're up there, isn't it?
Yeah, that's Steve, your driver on the
250. That's Jamie on your machine.
Yeah.
Good crush.
Nice, clean, well-graded material.
Yeah.
Rolling really well with the 13-ton roller.
Are you getting rid of all scrap yourself as well? Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a couple of hooklet trucks on return on this job, taking non-recyclables off-site, recycling all the scrap.
How long's that 45 been on here?
Day one today.
Day one. Keep an eye on it, make sure they grease it up, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, we'll get the dozer down for the pole. I'll put that up here, eh? Right, so here we've got a pole for a laser receiver, yeah? That'll just clamp to the pole. And before we put the pole to the blade, always mount it on a piece of rubber, right? Because what happens when the blade's moving, it shakes about, they snap. They always snap, yeah? So a little bit of rubber first, and if you look at the plate on top of the blade, you got all them holes to choose from basically. And them holes will be the same at each side. So you can put it in 3 different positions. That one's actually been bent, hasn't it, that plate? Well, anyway, we'll put it in the centre. Bit of rubber on. Lift the pole on. All we need is 4 12mm bolts. Let's see if them holes are in the right spot. And I can eventually line up. because the rain is coming. The rain's coming. 1, 2. Look at how Bill there it can. Huh? There's no better dozer driver than this one, I tell you now. Just get me gun. How old are you now, Bill?
I'm not telling you that.
How old are they? Are they 70 yet or not?
Not quite, no.
Not quite. Not quite. Still going his old lad. Right. Huh?
Can't afford to stop the way.
Can't afford to stop. You're on big money, you boy. I wish I were a few quid behind you. And bolts are a little bit long, but they'll be right.
Perfect for the job, that. Thank you.
Is that right? Look at the director there. The little jacket, that boy.
Down here.
Right, you happy with that job?
Yeah, thank you very much. Spot on.
Well, Mum,
Keep us on grade.
Price is it perfect in every way.
look at that boy there. That's what you call some boy. Doing a good job there, Bill, lad.
Look at that, what a job.
Proper job. Why, you don't even need a laser pull. You should be able to do it by eye, son.
Well, that's what this fella said, huh?
Yeah, you.
Shit, but you can do it.
Yeah, that's the one. Anyway, we'll catch you next time, alright, bud? See you in a bit, mate.
See ya.
Bye bye. Right, so as we're just pulling off site, our Jamie here, he's a crusher operator, telling me there's a pipe either come loose or blown. Yeah, let's have a look. Every time you get to a job, yeah, wherever there's a load of our machines, no matter what it is, bang, 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 everyone wants you.
Yep.
Where are we looking? What should she tell you? What's Do you know something? They always come loose, these. They always come loose. Oh, Steve, lad. You alright, bud? Right, so what's happened here? Give me the camera. This pipe here. You see how it's come loose there? And I don't know why. It seems to happen quite often. So yeah, Jamie. Bit at 27, that. Bigger? Bigger? Check all these. And here's another one of our good machine operators there. Stevie boy. On your 250. How's that Hitachi running?
It's spot on now, Matt.
Is it?
Yeah,
What do you mean now? Have you had a problem?
yeah, we had the turbo tweaked.
Did it?
So, yeah, we kept going into limp mode, but she's better now.
Yeah. You see how that, see, look at that track frame there, yeah? You see, this is a man that looks after his machine, yeah? So Steve has this machine all the time, whereas a lot of our machines go out on hire to drivers that don't work for us, yeah? So obviously plant hire, they don't get looked after, do they? And that's why when I go to site, I always check over all the machines, make sure they're getting greased. But this machine, I don't need to because I know it's getting greased. Isn't that right, Steve?
we don't like squeaks, do we, Baz?
We don't like squeaks, son. We don't like squeaks.
Very annoying.
Yeah. And you know, people are saying that I'm a rare breed. He's more of a rare breed. Aren't you, son? Whereas Jamie here, well, there's plenty of Jamie breeds about, isn't there, son? Yep. Little crusher operators. Oh, and there's the director. Rarest of breeds. Rarest of breeds. Well, there's only one director, and there he is, right there. Shake yourself with that spanner. Come on, I've got to get going.
You got a little small one.
What size do you want?
Next size down.
Well, what, to a 27 that you dropped in the muck? What size do you want?
32.
So it's bigger than a 27.
Have you spotted the number?
Oh, Jamie, you're making me ill, lad. You're making me ill. Crusher operator for you. What are you struggling? What are you struggling with?
Just wants a bit more on it. Just a touch. You can't get on it. Let's try that.
Let me have a look. That's what you're saying, boy.
Yeah, boy.
You used to be a fitter.
Yeah, boy.
You're a fitter, come crusher operator.
You didn't give me a chance, did you?
Should have 2 minutes of a job. Come on.
Okay.
Right, stay, see you in a bit, lad. Right, so that's our Jamie Marshall, that crusher operator. He's a good kid actually, but he came off the spanners. He used to work for a company called Percliffe. Came off the spanners and wanted to drive machines and drive crushers for us. So always clean your tools off, yeah, before they go back in the box. You know what I'm saying, boys? Every time. That's that OCD of mine kicking in. Ain't wrong with a little bit of OCD though. You know. So now I better check my book because I've just had a couple of phone calls. See where we're going next. Alright, so whilst we're out on the road in this area, we're just going to head over to see James at Baxenden Car Breakers. He's got a couple of jobs that he wants me to look at on an excavator. So I just thought we'd call him whilst we're this way. And I also want to give a shout out to Jack at Daines-Lowe, who've got a channel on YouTube. Yeah, they're a new channel. They're a smaller version of us in Asheville, basically. I watched a couple of episodes the other night. Quite good content. So yeah, check them out. Yeah, because we've only got a few hundred subs at the minute, and let's get them up to 1,000 subs and get them monetized. Eh? Baxenden. I bought a few cars from here, a garage down here back in there called Alliance. Paul McKenna. See if these boys know him. Right, so we just got to Baxenden Car Breakers to see James. He's got a DX225 Doosan, old machine that he wants me to look at, a bit of work, some pins and bushes and a bit of something else on an attachment, but we'll just he's here now. Chat with him. How we doing, lad?
Nice to meet you.
How we doing?
Right, yeah, not so bad.
So this is another YouTuber that we're going to do a bit of collab with. So as we were passing, we thought we'd call in and see him and
Flying visit.
take a look at this machine he's got down here. Let's have a look.
Yeah.
Hey, it's bigger than I thought, this.
It's not a bad size, really. So I mean, it goes all the way up there, but
So you do everything to do with braking and
yeah, well, car recycling.
just car recycling.
Yeah. With anything 10 years or newer,
Yeah.
we break for parts, and then all the old stuff we're just scrapping, literally. But it's not doing a bad little number. We're probably doing like 50, 60 cars a week.
Oh, that's alright.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying with this machine, because this is doing everything.
So this is your main worker.
Yeah. Without this, it's game over.
Right.
But like I was saying with the play and the pins, there's
Yeah.
only probably ½ inch of play. But when I'm processing the cars and there's like a car, and then you can feel it.
So how many
I'd
hours are on
rather
that
sort
out girl?
11,000.
11,000.
This is new to me. But I mean, I don't want to go stupid on it. I don't want to spend a fortune.
Yeah. Well, anything that well, we usually get rid of everything between 8 and 9,000 k. Do you know what I mean? But like you say, a lot of people, that's new to them, you know.
Well, did you want to see what I had before this?
Yeah.
1984 Atlas.
Yeah.
Yes, with no windscreen. So even to have glass and heaters, it's a bonus for me.
So you told me about these dipper, or should I say boom rams.
Well,
so we've got plate at the bottom, have we?
the bottom of them 2 rams and the actual arm on the main pin, there's a little bit on that one. I'll show you if you want.
Right, go on then, fire it up and let's take a quick look. Oh, this is an out girl. So what we're looking at the bottom of these rams here. Yeah, there's a bit of play there. Bushes have gone at the bottom of them rams. On the top. Right, on the main boom. On the main boom. Can you see the main boom? Now we've got play in the bottom of the main boom there. Hey James. Yeah, so what you got to think about here now, yeah, you've got an old machine. Your tracks are well worn, but obviously you're not doing much tracking, so that doesn't really matter.
No, it's mainly just like slewing.
So really, to keep costs down, if you want to go down the road, your main boom pin's worn.
Yeah.
Well, the bosses will be in the bottom of the boom. The bosses are worn top and bottom of these rams.
Yeah.
So it'll probably need new pins, but I wouldn't recommend putting new pins in an old machine, yeah? So we could just pull the rams off, put new bushes in. I wouldn't even bother doing the one on the main.
Yeah.
That'd be a fortune.
Yeah.
For big money. You're looking at big money,
I'm
aren't you?
tight as well, mate.
You know.
If I can get away with it, it's
I mean,
not
I'll
mainly
price
that one there.
I'll price them for you
Yeah.
anyway. I can get some
Right.
bushes made up cheap enough, you know what I mean? But when you start getting into pins, you're looking into more money
Well,
then.
all it is actually that I was scared of is it wearing the inside of the ram. You know, the actual.
Yeah, it won't have gone that far
No.
yet. It won't have gone. The ram will be all right. We'll put bushes in. Once we pull the pins out, we'll know. But I'd say just change the bushes.
Yeah.
For the age of the machine, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you're the expert. So.
This, you wanted me to look at this, didn't you?
yeah. What it is, literally, these are just protecting the ram in there.
Yeah.
And every time I clamp down on the car,
Yeah.
I mean, not every time, but the bolts are shearing.
So they're just ram guards. So
Yeah.
we could even just weld them on.
Yeah, weld them or re-bolt them. With
So
some
this will
stronger
come up
bolts.
all the way up, I presume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can lift that up and show
Right,
you
we
that.
could lift that up, prop it up.
Yeah.
We can soon sort that out. Either extract them and put bigger bolts in,
Yeah.
or weld them on. Yeah. And you wanted a bit of an attachment necking for the, what is it called? A pincer or something? What is it?
Well, this attachment's just a pincer, like with a little shear there, but
Yeah.
it's not on a quick hitch. This, so I was thinking like a grading bucket,
Yeah.
like a metre wide or something, with the top fabricated to like with the pincers to go in,
Yeah.
or even just like a big steel girder or something,
Yeah,
just for
something that-
cleaning up. Nothing fancy.
I'll soon knock something up for that,
Yeah.
Daisy. No problem at all.
But apart from that, I mean, it's
But it's all about doing a little bit of a collab together. Do you know what I'm
what we
saying?
want. That is what we want.
So us YouTubers,
we need to do
yeah?
more. What is strangling
now,
me?
now as YouTubers,
Yeah.
we'll do a bit more. We'll do a little bit with Chris Allen as well, yeah.
Yeah, we need to get him down.
We'll get the professional struggle up.
Yeah.
And I'm all about helping each other, yeah. So
Yeah.
we'll all help each other out and make a few quid along the way. Yeah.
Everyone's happy.
Sound.
Well, at least you've seen it, haven't you?
Yeah. Anyway, director, we've Leaving a job to get to, yeah?
I mean, that's what the famous director looks like.
That's the director. Right, so we just left James there at Baxenden. I'm not sure what we are going to do with him yet, but we will do something with him. That is a tired old machine, like, but like he says, it's like quite a new machine for him, you know what I mean? But yeah, so the weather is absolutely horrendous. I have a lot of paperwork to sort out when I get back, so we're just nearly back at yard now. So we'll finish this chapter another day, director, yeah? Sound. Alright guys, new day. So here something big has just arrived. We've got a loader bucket off a Cat 982M high top bucket that's coming for us to do a little job on. Well, should I say a big job really. We've got to cut all these hangers off, hanger brackets off, and we've got to make it fit a Doosan DL 550. So we have got quite a lot of work to do here, and Foxy has just given me another big job to do that can't be on camera. But this job has come.
Morning, Baz. Hope all is well.
From this man.
Just spoke to Daniel. He passed me your number.
This is Lenny.
Sorry to disturb you while you're on holiday, mate. Hope you're enjoying Ibiza. I was out there about 3-4 weeks ago. Absolutely loved the gaff. But yeah, I've got a good customer, a good friend of mine, Ethan Taylor, big quarry guy up in the Midlands. I'll send you the message he sent me, but if I could just intro you, hopefully you can get some good work together. But yeah, I'll tell him to leave you alone for the next 10 days, but I just want to do the intro just so when you're back you're ready to go, if that's okay, mate.
So that's Lenny from Urban, one of his pals who wants this bucket doing. Quite big in the industry, so probably get a lot more work off him, not that we need it. You know what I mean? We've got plenty of our own work to do. All these buckets in the background here are all in for repair. But we'll try and pull this through the workshop pretty quick. But what I am going to do, I'm going to head over to JJ Bullen's, see Rob Bolton, because I want him to do all the hanger brackets for us. So I will cut all the brackets off and weld them back on. But I'm going to, whilst I'm there, I'm going to see if he'll lend me an air arc to take these off. It'll be a lot easier in air arc rather than gassing and plasma. So let's head over to JJ Bullen's. Alright, so here we are at JJ Bullen's in Berska. Yeah. Now then, these are proper, and I mean proper, bucket builders, yeah. And I think these, I think they had a fire here not long ago, so just have to take a look at the workshop and see what shape they're in. So we're going to meet Rob Bolton now, who's the gaffer. Right, so let's go and find the main man. Oh, here he is. Here he is. So this is Rob Bolton. How you doing, pal?
All right, pal, you?
Yeah, not bad, not bad. So I've already spoke to Rob about this bucket, and now I've just seen that there. You can actually come pick them up for us.
Yeah.
What's that all about?
80-ton unit, 85-ton crane, so I can soon pick your buckets up with that.
Yeah. So, director, the plan is now, because them jobs Foxy's just give me, yeah, I'm thinking we'll cut the hangers off the bucket, and then Rob can come pick both buckets up because he needs the bucket off the Doosan to get all the details off to put on the other bucket, yeah. How long do you reckon it takes to do them for me?
Couple of weeks start to finish in it.
Couple of weeks, yeah?
Bit of work in them.
Yeah, so I'm just wondering now, you know, whilst if it's in this yard, look at this bucket here. Whether I'll let you boys weld it up and do line boring up here in one hit.
Yeah, start to finish, easy enough, yeah.
We will just cut the hangers off for you.
Yeah.
And what's this for here, Rob?
Volvo 220, that.
Kind of weight we're looking at?
Probably about 6 ton when it's done.
No, 6 ton. I'd say that bucket in our yard 6 ton.
Just ready for some hangers, welding,
Yeah, yeah.
line boring.
Shredders stuff. So guys, what I want to try and do really is, yeah, you look at me as a good welder fabricator. There's a lot better welder fabricators out there than me, yeah. Let's start right there. So you look at me as a bucket builder. I'm playing at it compared to these men, yeah. So this is why I want to try and promote local companies, especially local to Preston area, and try and get a few more people's name out there, yeah. Especially Bolton's. Let's take a look at the workshop. And they got man vans as well. Are they 4-wheel drive? I mean,
Not 4-wheel drive, no, we have to go with front wheel drive, keep the weight down on them so they can put more weight in the back.
yeah, that is the problem with welders' vans. They've got to be underweight, where that's why I run a 5-ton van all the time. So here we've got a bit of a profiling setup in here. Let's have a look.
This is where we bring all the plate in, cut it all up into all the components for the buckets.
So there's nothing here that you can't do within these buildings, yeah?
No, that's it.
Proper outfit. And that's what we need, one of these forklifts. I'm telling you, painful that we've not got a forklift this size in our yard. Here we've got a big grapple. What's that bucket off from?
That's off the Cat 990 that. That'll be about 9 ton that.
990. Well, that bucket in our yard's off a 982.
Yeah.
But it's got tiny pins. They're big pins, them, aren't they?
Yeah, just coming for some line boring.
Size pins are them?
About 120, 130.
Proper. So as we were driving in the yard then, yeah, I mentioned that they'd had a bit of a fire. And this is the building that actually got burnt down. You got that up pretty quick?
I think 3 months.
3 months?
Yeah.
So you do a lot of clamp buckets as well, do you?
Yeah, do a lot of grabs, and grabs is the main work really. Pivot point repairs, welding, line boring, pins and bushes.
I have got a grab bucket that actually needs boring.
This one's just about to go back together now.
You're going to put this up?
Yeah, that's ready to go up. Just waiting for some electrics in this building.
Little 5-ton crane. Not the rotate, yeah? So how many lads you got working here, Rob?
35 in total, mixture of site lads and workshop lads.
How many vans not got?
Well, 12 to 15.
Some outfit. Some outfit. Have a look in here. You got some decent welders, yeah?
Yeah, got some good lads here, luckily, yeah.
Hard to find, hard to find.
Yeah, very. Just a new crusher plate that we're doing. Round guard, putting a new top on that.
Yeah.
That's the new top. Profile machine there.
Rocks,
Yeah.
450. Big pulverizer. New teeth on it. Now we've got some decent welding. Come and check this welding out, lad. Proper. How long, Rob, before these need rechanging?
Just depends on the type of work he's doing, but he should get a good 6 months out of it, I would think, hopefully.
6 months?
Well, depends on the work.
Yeah.
We'll before they'll be cut off 6 months, we'll keep on top of them between them, hard facing them and building them up.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
cut the teeth off probably 6 months.
Have a look at this book. So here we've got a hard ox riddle bucket, check that out. Fit a 35-ton machine. Nice welding on that. Come out front here, director. Get the welding out on the noses there. And the adapters. What's this lever in for now?
That's come from demo spec extras for side skirts. We do the track guards as well. Put some Bolton sides down the side.
These are right, aren't they?
Yeah.
I've never seen them before. I've seen them in pictures but never seen them in real life. I suppose it depends what kind of job it's on, doesn't it?
Yeah, just stop rebar getting
Yeah.
dragged into the machine.
Yeah. Proper thing. Right, let's just take a look at this boom that's running through the workshop at the minute. So it looks like it's split like that long reach CX210 dipper that I repaired, yeah, but he's repairing this a little bit different to how I repaired the one. Tell us what you're doing here, Rob.
So it snaps straight down the middle. So we're going to take all the original plates out, back to the original joints, replace all the plates, put a couple of full sides in it, a top and a bottom.
So where are you going to go to with the side?
So we'll put a joint in here, just away from that.
Yeah.
Probably around here.
Yeah. And go back to that other weld.
We've had it all fatigue tested. That's what these lined, all this is for. You can see up there, there's actually no fatigue in that plate.
Right.
Other than the crack. So we'll put it back to some original joints. It should be like new.
You see what he's doing here differently to what I did to mine, yeah? I mean, this is a lot bigger machine. So I just cut a section of it out. I went back to an original weld, cut a section out, backplated it, and just re-welded the whole thing with some Strenex. So using Strenex, yeah. But whereas he's better going right back to the original joints. You see what I mean when I say I'm playing at it? This would be a good shot just to have its own YouTube channel, I'm telling you now. You need to think about that, son. Hey, I tell you what, we need an Arco director. Have you got an Arco we can borrow?
No, not spare.
So not only am I going to get Rob to do a lot of the work for us, I'm going to borrow a bit of kit off him to do it as well. Let's have a look. So this is a 50-tonner bulk digging bucket, yeah? We've got the Climax line boring machine running here now. It's reboring them. I mean, this is something actually that I'm interested in learning. We've not done much boring at our place. Anyway, let's check out the Arco. Right, so this is the Arco that I'm going to borrow, yeah? I'm hoping that our Loach set, our 400 amp Loach set will run these carbons, yeah? But we'll just have to check it when we get back. So basically you just put that in there, connect it up to your compressor. Yeah, connect it up to the set. We'll probably turn it up to about 350 to 400 amps, probably 400 amps for that size rod, won't it? Strike it like a rod, and away you go. But we'll actually show you on probably the next chapter now what these are all about, yeah. So cheers for that, Rob. No problem. Let's get going. Alright, so we've just left Bolton's there, and now I'm just going to call in at a company called Insure Fit at Blackburn. These guys do like, they're auto electrics, and they do security and for vans, and they do van racks, van kit outs, all sorts of stuff to do with vans. I'll show you in a minute. So I'm going to go and see Graham. I mean, this van's all over social media, yeah, so there's a lot of eyes on it. People are kind of getting to know what's in it. I've got serious security on this van, but I'm going to just add a little bit more with some more deadlocks on the doors, and these guys will do it for me. Alright, so we are at Insure Fit, Blackburn, and these are the guys that fitted the laser lights on Little Blue. Getting a bit fresh. Insure Fit. How are you doing, lad?
Yeah, good, thank you. See you.
Right, so this is Graham, who does my security on van, yeah? So I just want to add a little bit more to it. What would you recommend we do now?
So we've already done several bits of security on the vehicle. Van crime's massive at the minute.
Yeah.
So van's been broken into for tools. They leave big holes in doors and all sorts of stuff. So physical security is always the best because it's a deterrent. If somebody bypasses a central locking, the doors can't open because there's a physical deterrent there. And the manual are locked over as well. So if somebody does bypass the central locking, the alarm's going to trigger. The doors physically won't open. If they try drilling the door panels where the lock mechanism is, we always put anti-drill plates in behind there as well. So
what can you bang on mine on?
We've already got some bits on there, as you know.
I just want them doors, what more locks.
Yeah, so as a physical, we'd always put deadlocks on high level, so they can't bend the doors over.
Yeah.
To be fair, on a Sprinter, it's quite difficult to bend a Sprinter door. They're a fairly substantial door, but on a Blingo or a Custom or something like that, fairly easy. So we always mount the locks at a high level.
Yeah.
That allows the doors to be protected, so they're not getting peeled over as well.
So when can we get that in?
Next week, I think.
Next week, yeah.
We've generally got a 2-week lead time for stuff, but little jobs like that, it's only an hour and a half, 2 hours. You can wait with the vehicle.
No, I'll drop it. Only 20 minutes from all your days, man. Thursday?
Yes. Yeah, I'll have a look in the diary, we'll see what we can get booked in.
So have we got some deadlocks to look at or not?
Some there.
These are?
Yeah, so the slam lock is designed for courier companies, which is the one on the right hand side. So you'll probably see them on DPD vans, various things like that.
What are you going to put on mine?
Deadlocks, which are on the left hand side. Yep. So they sort of lock over. If you want to operate that, you'll see how the hook lock hooks into the body of the vehicle. So if you turn it the other way, it'll.
No, you show us.
Yeah. So these are the deadlocks. Some vans we use deadlocks. So on cab doors, for instance, where there's not a massive gap, we can't get the hook to fall in, so we use these. On the newer style, as it comes out, it's a hook that drops in, so basically it stops people getting something in and just tweaking it around, so they actually sit in the body of the vehicle. We do 2 types of key. You've got your dimple key, which is security key, and then we have another one that looks like a double glazing front door key. We always advise this dimple key because you can't really pick it.
Yeah, that'll do.
You can only get them from us.
That'll do. And whilst you're at it, will you bang a reverse camera on it?
Yep, reverse camera interface into the display on the dashboard, rear camera coming out the brake light, so we take the brake light out, put a brake light camera into the camera into the brake light, So.
Right, give us a ring and let us know.
No worries,
mate.
nice
Cheers,
to see you.
See you in a bit. Alright, so I just thought I'd answer a few comments. Ross Picks, you're a bloody legend, Baz. Keep up the great content you are posting. Legend. I'm far from a legend yet, pal. But I really appreciate your feedback and for watching, so cheers. Brian Cullen 7728. I was waiting for the tap to break, but good job. In fact, quite a few people have mentioned that, haven't they? On the 35-ton excavator final drive video that we did, so I did actually use a normal tap there to do that job, and yeah, you're right, it could have broke, and I was at risk of the tap breaking, but got to keep it real, haven't you? Got to use what you got in the van, I mean, Homemaker Technology do taps to go in the impact guns, so I'd recommend using one of their taps if you were going to go down that road. Alright, bud? Alright, so we've got a John Collier 7744. Great video and a credit to director for a fantastic outro. Reminded me of the Gold Rush series on Discovery. Now that will be one to watch. WELDERFABBER and Tony Beaks. Now Tony Beaks is a legend. I've watched every Gold Rush, especially Freddie Dodge anyway. He's the main man. But Tony Beaks, he is a bit of a legend, and out in the Klondike there. And when I have been watching Gold Rush in the past and watching the lads doing the fitting and the welding, I'm actually cringing, thinking I wouldn't do it that way. But I suppose some people will be thinking the same about me and how I do my job. So, but yeah, cheers. And if there's a Tony Beats out there watching me, give us a shout, bud. We'll soon fly over to Klondike. Alright, so we've got one from a Chris Shaw 8895, and we're talking about the tipper body separated from the ram. So absolutely love this content. Fair play to the Fox for allowing the transparency. Says a lot about the company, legends. Well, yeah, it does. It actually does say a lot about my boss, to be fair. And he's a class boss, and he has told me to make it as real as possible, show the good and the bad, because it is real life. There's nothing scripted. We don't do something twice. Everything is just done there on the button. That's why it's a bit, I don't know, might be not as crisp as some channels, should we say, but we do a one take shot and that's it, done. So yeah, fair play to the Fox for that one, from me too. So that's enough of them, director. Let's get going. Alright, so we just got back in yard. Lads have just put a new tailgate hinge on. Tailgate got ripped off last night. But Cal's van has just been re-kitted out. We've took the genset out of Woody's van, which is the lad that left us last week. And we put it into this van. And he's made an aluminium bench. He made an aluminium bench to put his toolbox in and a few shelves. A few drawers. So this is how you kit a 3.5 ton van out, yeah? So he's weighing in at 3,450 there, fueled up, so he can't carry any parts. So any parts that's needed on a job have to be delivered to site. But really it's just a welding rig, that. So great, director, I think we've got enough for this chapter, yeah? So this one has actually been done over a couple of days. So please like and subscribe as always. It does help the algorithm. And I've also been told off a couple of big YouTubers to ask people to share. So I don't really know what that means, but if you can hit the share button, let's just see what happens if you want to help build this channel. So I'll see you on the next one. Check out my other episodes.